Movie fans, it's Big Daddy, L.A. McNeil. I've been away for a couple weeks. This particular piece is the first one of the new year, and one of the reasons that it took me as long as it did for me to get back was we had some family tragedy. We lost a precious nephew to violence, senseless, stupid violence, shot down in the streets. And most of my reviews are of action films, which in some cases people could argue glorify some of that violence. But I would have to say that violence in art and violence in real life are two completely different things. The review we're going to do today is of Selma. We had to wait a while for a big screen Martin Luther King movie, and great lady Oprah and Brad Pitt's team at Plan B Films have brought us that film. And it's up to us to judge whether it's a great film or not, but I have some words to say on it. But first, I'd like to get this out of the way. This review is in memory of MLK, whose birthday was this month, January, and to my 26-year-old nephew, who was murdered on the cold streets of Philadelphia just a few days ago, a few days into the new year. Bullets have a way of snuffing out promise and depriving us of love and talent. Both a great loss to my world. Both these people are a great loss to my world. Martin, who died when I was a little boy, and I remember the night that it happened, and my parents' reaction and my reaction. Gut-wrenching. It was like someone we knew. And my nephew Greg, same reaction, except closer to home. In any case, the good thing is that Greg, I feel, was being welcomed into enternity by his grandfather, his uncle, and his big brother. They greet him, show him the ropes. He'll be all right. The rest of us, I'm not so sure about. Okay. Now, let's pick it up a little bit. We're going to review Selma. I'm going to tell you that let's back up a little bit. Oprah has assembled just a beautiful cast, and is headed by, which is the thing in Hollywood now anyway, but it's headed by two really brilliant black British actors. And coincidentally, black Nigerian British actors. They're both Nigerian. And like a lot of English actors, when they can put on the American accent like it's a coat and speak it like it's, they were born to it. Instead of, to the tea and crumpets, they can just spit out an American accent. These guys do a great job. Not just mimicking our accent, but the gentleman's name is David, and pardon me again for his name, I do this all the time. David David Oyelowo, who plays Martin Luther King brilliantly, believably. He starts looking like him. It's another one of these actors that, they get so steeped in it, and like Denzel when he played Malcolm X, looking nothing like him, and all of a sudden looking just like him. Weird. David pulls the same bit of alchemy of the role, and he's matched pretty well by Carmen Injogo, who plays Claretta Scott King. Just a stunning job, and it's the linchpin of what the film is built on. But otherwise, Selma is really not the Martin Luther King story. It's a snapshot of the Selma campaign, the campaign to win voting rights. And they've taken some shots from people that said that they kind of badmouth LBJ. I'm kind of a history buff myself, and I got to tell you, everything I've read on LBJ, nailed it. Oh, by the way, another British actor playing an American, nailed it. Awesome performance. And the fact that LBJ called black people niggers when they weren't around is not, if it's shocking to you, you need to get your head examined or read a book and figure out where LBJ was from and what his background was. I've said to my friends that LBJ was actually the best president black people ever had. Historically, it's true. Don't throw rocks at me for saying it. It's a fact. The Voting Rights Act and a slew of other civil rights legislation and social legislation will back me up on this. But I'm not saying he did that because it was out of the joy of his heart, and I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying he was a man of his era and he had issues, and the picture shows that. It does the same thing in its performance, portrayal of Martin. It doesn't show him as a glittering god the way he was upheld truly by my generation on the way up. It shows him as a man with foibles who apparently had a wandering eye, married to a beautiful woman, still want to look at other beautiful women and maybe do a little bit more than one. What does that make him? A man. A flawed man, but a man, not a god. But still, the greatest men didn't have flaws. When God gives you something, and I'm not going to put this all on God, but when you get these gifts, they tend to come with other excessive baggage. And David's portrayal that just nailed it. The other thing I like about this picture too is I am a history buff and a strategy buff. If I play video games, I like strategy games. I like a game of war where I can, art of war where I can plot and, So, and what I like so much about films that take me into the back rooms and let me see the strategy, what they were thinking when they did this move and that move. This movie takes you back there and lets you hear what their strategy was. Watch it unfold. It does a brilliant job of that. Love it. Great film. I actually did send a text to a friend right after coming out of the theater. She was the first person I thought of at the time, it was kind of a mini review, and I want to get the adjectives I used because oh, there you go. I wrote, "You must see Selma. It's a revelation, a triumph, a stirring, soaring masterpiece." Well, you know what? I was right. That's exactly what it is. That's it. Selma. You must see it. Great film. And go see it, Big Daddy. I'm happy to be back talking about film again. Got through the new year, had a rough Christmas, New Year's, but we're back. The year is new. It's going to be fresh and filled with lots and lots of other great movies and old movies that we can talk about. I'm going to be with you more regularly and getting lots more information out to you. So keep it on lock. Keep it on the dudes list, Big Daddy. You will be able to subscribe there or there or there. Down there somewhere, there's a subscription button. Push it. I need butts and seats. Okay? So, enjoy your year, and we're looking forward to looking at a lot of great films. Big Daddy out.